You know what, Liverpool fans? This is like a dream, like a nightmare that we keep having every season. You know when you have the same nightmare where you keep seeing the same things happening, the same scenario being played out, and the same outcome at the end of it. Basically, at the end of your nightmare, the same thing happens, and you lose everything. You wake up in a cold sweat, seeing that you've lost everything. Well, this is what keeps happening to fucking Liverpool, man. What's going on, Liverpool fans? Back again with another video. Armit here to talk about the disaster that was the Manchester City game last night. And one thing with Jurgen Klopp that never changes is his belief in Henderson, Wijnaldum, and fucking Milner. When they're not good enough to play in the midfield, man. You've got bloody Shaqiri there. You've got Fabinho. You've got Keita. Why are you playing Henderson, Milner, who has just come back from injury recently, just newly, and Wijnaldum, who are too slow, man. They can't play in these games. Their passing range is not good enough. The quality on the ball is not good enough, and you keep playing them all the time, Jurgen, man. How many times are Liverpool fans going to say this to you? How many times are the media, everybody in the world of football going to say this to you, and you don't listen? You don't care, man. Does he actually want Liverpool to win anything, Jurgen Klopp? I'm starting to think that he doesn't, because every time that he gets near to doing something, to achieving something, he fucks it up. He makes another fucking clanger, a mistake, or he picks the wrong players in the team, and we don't do anything. We can't get over the line. It's going to be the same story again this year, man. It's going to be the same story again. I don't want to be negative again, but you've just given the initiative to Manchester City for no reason, man. We didn't play well in the game. I know that we didn't play well. As a Liverpool fan, I've watched the 20 games live this season that we've played. And of those 20 games, I think this was probably one of the worst, the first half performance from the team. But that comes down to the team selection, man. How can you, as a manager, Klopp, you've been here for 4 years nearly, and you don't know that these fucking midfielders are not good enough, man? You need to understand this now, Jurgen, man. How can you be the manager of Liverpool Football Club and you still rely on Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Milner in midfield, man? This is like a fucking joke, man. I don't wanna go over the top. We're still fucking leaders of the Premier League, 4 points ahead. If you'd asked me at the beginning of the season, told me that we're going to be at the top of the league with 21 games gone, 4 points ahead of City, I would have been ecstatic. I would have been over the moon. But to lose to the main rival now in the most crucial part of the season will just make the momentum swing towards them. And we know what Liverpool are like. We can't cope with the pressure, man. We can't cope with the pressure. So any Liverpool fans out there telling me that you need to calm down and you need to have positivity, you need to believe in the team, you're talking bollocks, man. You're talking absolutely fucking bollocks, because you know Liverpool. We all know Liverpool. We know what they've done in the past, man. We did it in the 2008-2009 season. We bottled it at the end. We did it in the 13-14 season. We bottled it against Chelsea when we were 7 points ahead again, I think it was, or 8 points ahead of City, with about 4 games to go, and we still weren't able to win the title, man. So this team has psychological problems. Losing the title, losing cup finals recently. It never used to be like this with Liverpool in the past. But because of Klopp, I'm saying it now openly, because of Klopp and his silly tactics, his silly team selections for important games, we're losing it, man. We're losing the plot. How can you sit there as a manager and tell me, as a Liverpool fan, that Wijnaldum, Henderson are better than Shaqiri and Fabinho? You're taking the piss, man. This is not possible. Look at how he's performed in the league, Fabinho, over the last 4 or 5 games. Look at how we've won the games in midfield. How we've controlled the games. What happened yesterday, today? Did we control the midfield? No, we didn't. We looked like a bunch of amateurs in the midfield, man. Fernandinho was having a field day. He was crunching into people. He was tackling all over the place. Silva and Leroy Sané on the wing were having a field day. They were going past players for fun, Trent Alexander-Arnold, another example. Another example that you shouldn't be playing him in this kind of game. He got done last year against Manchester City. Trent Alexander-Arnold got done again last year. And the same thing happened this season, second half. Raheem Sterling controls the ball in the middle of the park. He looks to see where the players are, and then he picks out Sane on the wing, on the left side of the pitch. And he's running into our penalty area and he scores. But where's the defence? Where's Trent Alexander-Arnold? He's supposed to be near to him, man. You're supposed to close off the space, not allow him to get into the penalty area and take a shot. But you just watched him because he's so out of position. He didn't even know where he was, Sane. Instead of going forward, mate, concentrate on the fucking back. Concentrate on the defence. Don't worry about what's going on up front. Let the other players do that. Let the players in midfield do that, or the attackers. It was 1-1, man. We didn't even need to win the game. 1-1 is enough for Liverpool. 1-1 is enough. A draw. We keep it at 7 points. The points gap. But what happens there? We've handed the initiative to City, man. Do you think that they're going to slip up now, City? They're probably going to go on an unbeaten run for about 10 or 15 matches. And what do? We have to go to fucking Brighton. This is not going to be easy, Liverpool fans. Don't kid yourselves. Don't keep telling me that this team is different and we're better organised this year. We're better capable of coping with it, with the pressure. Any team that is put under pressure by its rivals and the points gap starts to go down, they will feel the pressure. They will start to make mistakes and they could possibly throw it away. I'm not saying that Liverpool will throw it away, but we've seen it in the past, haven't we? So we're scared, man. Any Liverpool fan that has half a brain, that knows the past, what happened in the past, knows that Liverpool are always likely to go on a bad run and then to just throw everything away and we lose everything. You know, we can't keep saying this all the time. You know, we're still 4 points ahead. I see some fucking videos on YouTube and here and there telling us all these stories that we're still 4 points ahead. We should be proud of the team. They're still going to go on to win it. How do you know that we're going to win it? What makes you so sure that we're going to go on to win it? You tell me. Because I'm not fucking sure. I don't think any Liverpool fan is sure. Any Liverpool fan that knows the game of football is not sure that we're going to win the league, man. You can't be with this team because we've done it in the past, as I said before. We've made these mistakes. We've fallen away, man. Every time that we're put under pressure, every time that we have to perform in a big game and go out and win it or get a draw, we don't do it. We lose. This is mentality is wrong because he plays the wrong players, Klopp. How many bloody times do I have to explain it on my videos, on the analysis? I'm not a manager. I'm a fan of the club for 30 years. But I can't take it anymore, man. If he doesn't win it this season, then that's the end. Just get rid of him, man. I don't want this manager anymore, man, Klopp. Because he's incapable of understanding that the players that he puts into the team will not be able to perform on this stage, on the biggest stage. He done it in the Champions League final. He did it in other games this season against big teams away from home. Napoli, Paris Saint-Germain. What happened in those two games then, eh? We lost, didn't we? We lost both the games. We got absolutely annihilated against Paris Saint-Germain, man, in Paris. Because he put a midfield of Milner, Henderson and Wijnaldum again against a fast football playing, skillful team in Paris Saint-Germain. And he expects to get a result against these kind of players with this midfield. Come on. Wake up, man. Wake up. Or it's going to be the end, Jurgen, man. It's going to be the end of your reign, I'm telling you. Liverpool fans cannot take this anymore, man. All this disappointment. Why? Why is it us? Why do we always go through this? Other teams don't go through this, man. Other teams have a blip, but they bounce back, the big teams. Manchester United have been going through a blip for 6 years now, but they still won trophies, man. Mourinho, everyone says that Mourinho's shit, but look at him. Look at the trophies that he won. He won the Europa League, the League Cup, Charity Shields. Before that, they won the FA Cup with Louis van Gaal. Even in their transitional periods of the last, 6 or 7 years, they're still able to win things, man. Chelsea don't do well one season. Next season, they win the league. Man City are winning it all the time now, the league title. Arsenal, maybe they don't do anything in the league, but they win the FA Cup. They do something. With us, We'll just become like a bottle team, a bottle job. I might be exaggerating, but I'm fucking pissed off, man. Klopp keeps doing this every season, for fuck's sake. Every season. When is he going to understand that he needs to play his best team, his best players for the big games? If you don't do it against the big teams, then when are you going to play them? Against fucking Brighton, Klopp, man. I don't care about Brighton, man. You should be beating teams like Brighton. With your second string 11, you should be beating them. I don't want to disrespect Brighton, but Liverpool, as a team, as a club, should be beating Brighton, even if we have players missing. But the main games of the season are against the big teams. If you get good results against them, and then you defeat the other teams that you're supposed to beat, then you will win this league title. It's as simple as that. 2 + 2 = 4. We have to understand this now, man. I see videos last night that really fucking pissed me off, you know, really infuriated me. People saying that Wijnaldum has been outstanding. What games are you watching, man? Honestly, this is a man that cannot pass the ball. This is a man that panics when he's put under pressure in midfield. Look at the way that he keeps turning around. He keeps losing control of the ball. Why? Because he doesn't have any composure, man. Look at Henderson. What does Henderson do during the 90 minutes? Sideways, backwards. Sideways, backwards. This is not the kind of midfield that we need, man. We need much better players. We've got the players there. Fabinho, Keita and Shaqiri. Quality players that have played in the European game. You know, Shaqiri's been playing for the Swiss national team. He's been on fire in the national team. He's been doing well at Liverpool since he's come in. He's scored goals. So why are we not utilising him in this big game against City? And then you put him into the fire zone with about 15 minutes to go. What's he going to do, man? He gave the ball away at the end. We nearly conceded another goal because of Shaqiri. Because you don't use him at the right time. You should have put him on with half an hour to go. Or maybe at the start of the second half, along with Fabinho. The control of the game came to Liverpool. As soon as Fabinho came on, Liverpool started to boss the midfielder. We started to win balls and then play it into the front players. Start creating chances against City. But it's too late, you know? It's too late. And because we don't have some of our players don't have any positional awareness, positional sense, like Trent Alexander-Arnold. He keeps making the same mistakes, man. He done it last season in big games, and he's doing it again this season. How can you not know that Leroy Sané is going to be waiting on the shoulder to try and make a run into your penalty area and get a shot away? How can you not know this? How can you not be aware of what's going on? And you're running up the pitch as if you're a striker. You're a midfielder. You're not, man. You're not a midfielder. You're a fucking defender. You know, you're a right back. You need to do your job. This is why you're in the team. You're not here to entertain Liverpool fans to say, to say that, oh, what a brilliant cross he done. What a brilliant run he made into the opposition part of the field. Let other players do that, man. You have to be disciplined. You have to be organised. I'm fucking fed up, man, honestly. I don't know what to do anymore with Liverpool, man. I'm telling you. I mean, the situation that they keep putting us in every season is that, we're not able to get over the line. It's as simple as that. It wouldn't surprise me at all now if they fall away. I'm telling you, my honest opinion. It would not surprise me if we end up falling away and losing games and then, falling down to second or third. Because we've done it in the past, isn't it? And now we've got 3 tough games. Brighton away, Palace at home, and then Leicester at home. 3 tough games. These are not going to be easy for Liverpool, I'm telling you. Do not even underestimate the opposition. Liverpool fans are getting too cocky. We're getting too arrogant this season. We've done well. We've achieved a lot of things in the league. We've gone unbeaten. The unbeaten run is now finished as well. But, because of the way we play, the way that we've lost finals in the past, I'm starting to get scared again, man. Why should I have any confidence with this team? Because we've been let down before. The Champions League final, the Europa League final, the League Cup final. We can't do it, can we? We can't get over the line. We can't win these games, the big games. So how can we have any confidence going into the rest of the season? Somewhere down the line, and Liverpool haven't even had their sticky part of the season yet. City have already had theirs, and they've come out of it now, winning 2 games in a row. I don't think that they will lose any more games, City. I seriously don't think that they will. It's just the manager, man. The manager, he doesn't know what to do in big games. He keeps making silly mistakes, silly tactical mistakes, or team selection mistakes, choices in the team. He's got the people there next to him, his staff. Do they not tell him that you can't play Henderson, man? You can't play Milner and Wijnaldum in this kind of game. You know, you have to be more clever, Klopp, man. You know, it was there for the taking. City were there for the taking. If we'd just been a bit more calm after 1-1, they would have made mistakes. They would have started to rush the game. And then we can pick them off and beat them even at the end. This is like a chess match. You have to be clever. You have to know the next move that you need to make on the pitch. You need to know this as a manager. But I'm starting to think that he's not good enough, man. Tactically, Klopp is not good enough anymore. If he doesn't know how to do this at this stage of the season when Liverpool are 7 points ahead, then when is he going to know how to do it? He can't do it when Liverpool are behind the rivals, and now we're at the top of the league. He makes this silly mistake, gives the match to Manchester City, but they deserve to win it. Don't get me wrong. We had some chances, but City were the better team in the first half and in the second half. They had more chances. Any fans that sit there and tell me that City didn't dominate, you're watching a different game, mate. I'm telling you. You're either blind or you're so deluded you don't understand the game of football. City were the better team throughout the whole 90 minutes, man. Don't kid yourselves. Every time that they controlled the ball and they played passes into the front players, they got at our defence. They made chances. And we were only fortunate that we had a great defender in Van Dijk. And we have a decent goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper in Alisson. And even he is playing around with the ball too much, man. Just kick the ball upfield. He takes too long. He controls the ball and then he looks for a pass and then he wants to play it 1-2 with his defence. Forget all this rubbish, man. Short passes. Just play the ball forwards quickly so we can get onto an attack. We can try and do something in their part of the field. Why are you playing around at the back of your defence? This is not a fucking exhibition match, a friendly match. This is an important game in the league, man. A major game in the league. You need to take it seriously, Alisson, man. This is why we paid all this money for Alisson, Liverpool. So that he can make saves at the critical moments in games and win us points. We didn't pay money for him to play around at the back, you know. I'm starting to think that he's like he's just there to showcase his skills as a goalkeeper. You're not an outfield player, man. You're a goalkeeper. You need to do your job. When somebody's trying to close you down, you get rid of that ball. You don't play around. Because any mistake, any slip, and they take the ball off you, and you look like a mug, and they score a goal from it, you know? Anyway, Liverpool fans, what else can we say? That's the end of the preview, unfortunately. I don't want to go on too long, man, because I could speak for hours. I could speak for hours and explain what happened in the match, but there's no point, you know. When we lose these kind of games, it just pisses me off, man. I don't have the energy. I don't have the desire to speak anymore, to say anything. What's the point? There's no point, man. Ah, fuck's sake. Anyway, if we throw it away again this season, that's the end of it. I'm not watching anymore, man. I'm handing in my resignation as a Liverpool fan. That's the end of it. People will say that I'm a fake fan. I'm not a fake fan, man. I've been supporting this club for 30 years. More than most of you have even... Before you were even born, I've been supporting this club. So don't talk shit. I've seen Liverpool winning things. I've seen Liverpool in the bad times. And I've been there throughout the whole journey until now, 30 years. But the last, 10 years, 5 or 10 years has been a fucking nightmare. We're not going to win anything, man. We haven't won anything, have we? Teams that don't deserve to win things are winning trophies because they're more sensible. They pick their best players in the main games and they get over the line. But with us, every time that we get a chance to achieve something, to win something, we fuck it up. Because we don't have the mentality. We don't have the belief. We don't have the quality in the team. All these players that have been brought into the team, Klopp. We paid over £100 million for this midfield. Fabinho, Keita and Shaqiri. So why don't you play them, man? Against Manchester City? Why? Why do you not play them? And you persist on this shit midfield of Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner. Milner done well at the start of the season, but he was fresh at that time. Now he's tired. He's picked up 2 or 3 injuries. You don't take an injured player who's just come back from injury and put him into a Man City game. Come on, man. Which manager does this, man? Top team manager. Please, for the love of God, show me one manager that has done this. Made these mistakes. The top managers, not the shit managers. The managers that are at the top of the league, challenging for things. Anyway, that's the end of the review, Liverpool fans. Unfortunately, I don't want to speak anymore because I'm going to say something that I regret, and then I won't even be able to make videos on YouTube anymore. So what's the point? You know, make your comments in the comment section below. Like, subscribe to the video. Keep supporting us, please, as a Liverpool fans, and hopefully you listen to what I say and you see the objectiveness of it. You see the true analysis of what fans should be saying. I'm angry. I know that we're 4 points ahead, but I'm still angry because I know what Liverpool are like. I've seen what we've done in the past. Do not be surprised if they slip up again. Do not be surprised if they throw it away because mentally they're not good enough, man. They're not strong enough. They're not experienced to go on and win the title. Manchester City did it last year. Now they have the bit between their teeth again. They're hungry for the title. Do you think that they're going to let you win it now? Honestly, if we don't keep winning games and we slip up in a couple of games, they overtake us. And that's the end. You're not going to get back into it after that. So don't have any dreams. Don't have any hopes that we're going to do it, Liverpool fans. Please, be realistic. Be sensible. Now we're in the month of January. We need to bring players in. We need a couple of players. Maybe a midfielder, attacking midfielder and a striker. But with these bloody owners, FSG, they did it last summer. But are they going to buy anyone now? I don't think that they will. We will see anyway at the end of January. I'm not holding out for anything. I think that the squad is good enough anyway to win the title. But we needed to get something from the game against Manchester City, man, yesterday. We're not able to do it, are we? So God knows what's going to happen. It could go either way. We could win it or we could end up falling away. Liverpool are just this kind of weird team now. I'm very disappointed with the manager, Klopp, because he keeps making the same mistakes, man. He keeps making the same wrong selection choices in the team, and we lose games. He did it in the Champions League against Napoli, PSG. What happened? He picked the exact same midfield. We got overrun. We got beaten. He done it against City last night. What happened? Another disaster. Another no-show from the midfield. You know, what's the point in playing this midfield, man? You can't even trust them against the lower league teams, the mid-table teams, let alone Man City, the fucking champions. So where does he get this confidence from, Klopp? Honestly, you know, it's like a sabotage. It really is. I don't know why he does it. It's like he sabotages the team, Klopp, with these choices. If he can't see that they're not good enough for this game, then what's the point anymore, man? Let's just give up. You know, give the title to Man City and let it be theirs. What's the point in even challenging for the Premier League title if you're going to throw it away? I don't want to be at the top and then throw it away. I'd rather be second or third. Because if you're at the top and you lose it this season, imagine the banter. Imagine the situation that Liverpool fans are going to find themselves in. We're going to be a fucking laughingstock of the entire league, of the entire world of football. 7 points ahead and you can't even hold on to it, man. At least take it into the final weeks of the season. But with us, we're likely to just crumble. Dejan Lovren, another fucking disaster. This man is not good enough to play in the big games, man. And every time that we have a big game, he comes out and opens his big mouth and starts giving interviews and this and that. The idiot. When he knows that he's mistake prone, he can always make mistakes and Liverpool lose, man. And he done it last night again for the first goal. Aguero takes the ball. He has a little shimmy around him and then he strikes it into the top corner. Why don't you stick out your leg? Why don't you tackle him? Or just try and block him off? You're just watching the ball, Lovren, man. And then at the end of the game, again he makes a mistake. Instead of clearing the ball further up the pitch, he slices it. He's so panicked. he's in such a state of panic that he just kicks it anywhere, and it goes to Sterling. And because Sterling is a shit finisher, he puts it wide. You know, that should have been 3-1, end of the game. But it was the end of the game anyway. But, you know, they would have got another goal. How can you even expect these players to perform at the best level, Klopp? Please, explain this to us as Liverpool fans. You don't have any excuses anymore. Next game against Brighton, you need to put in Fabinho, Shaqiri, and even Keita. Keita is better than any of these players that I've just talked about. Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner. Keita is better than all three of these players. Fabinho is better than all three of these players. Shaqiri can do more than all three of these players in a short space of time on the pitch. At least he knows how to pass the ball. At least he knows how to take set pieces. He knows how to make runs into the opposition area, part of the pitch, and do something, create chances. What can these three do, man? Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner? Nothing. Just workhorses. We don't need workhorses, man. We need quality footballers that can finish the game, that can win the game for Liverpool. Why spend the money if you're not going to use them? If you don't trust these players now, Klopp, when are you going to trust them? When it's too late. When the title is gone. It's too late. You know, don't put them into the team after that. There's no point. Yeah? Either we hold on to the lead now until March, April, or that's the end. If we don't do well in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and we start losing points again, and we start falling away, that's the end. Forget about the title. Champions League, I don't think we can do it this year. We've already lost 3 games in the Champions League. We were unbeaten in the league, but Champions League, we lost 3 times away from home. And now we've got to play Bayern Munich. That's not even an easy game, Liverpool fans. Don't kid yourselves that they're old or, you know, they're tired and this and that. Their players are world class. Their players are winners. They've won things. They've won trophies in the past. They know how to win things, man. They're experienced. They have the quality. They believe in their quality to win games. What have we won since Klopp's come in? Nothing, man. Nothing. We're at the top of the league. We've done very well. But why change it, man? This is the whole point I'm trying to make. Why change the team? You don't need to change a winning team, man. He went there with the intention to get a draw. That's what they were saying on the internet, on YouTube. Klopp went there with the intention to get a draw. This is why he picked this midfield. He picked a workman-like midfield. Not a midfield that will control the game, that will create chances to help us score goals. He wanted to get a point out of the game, thinking that he's going to get done at the back. What happened? You still lost the game. It's better to attack, man. If we had attacked City, they would have crumbled. Their defence is shoddy. Their confidence at the back is not good. Of course, they got some favourable decisions from the bloody Mank, Anthony Taylor. That's another disaster. The FA, Football Association, picking a referee from Manchester when a team from Manchester is on the pitch. This is corruption, man. This is illegal, rubbish. How can the Football Association allow this shit to happen? What's the point? If they're going to help the teams win the league, then there's no point in other teams taking part anymore, man. If you're on the paycheck of Manchester City, payroll, then just tell us now, so we don't bother following the game of football anymore, man. Of all the referees in London, all the referees in England, you pick a referee from Manchester to referee a game against Liverpool. Why? Explain that to us as the fans of football. Why did you pick Anthony Taylor of all the referees? Don't tell me that he's the best referee. He's not the best referee. He could be probably one of the worst, in fact. Forget about one of the best. And what happens? He makes shoddy decisions again. Biased decisions. He should have sent company off, man. He lunged at Salah. He should have got sent off. It's a straight red card. Forget about the contact. His intention was there. And his feet were off the ground. So that's a red card. You can't explain that to me in any other way. Any other shape. That is a red card. Sending off offence. And he stopped a goal-scoring opportunity. So that is definitely a red. Fernandinho was going over the top in midfield. He was pushing people. He was elbowing people. And he didn't do anything. He didn't even book him, I don't think. Or maybe he booked him in the second half after the game was gone. Too late. You take control of the game at the beginning of the game, not at the end. So anyway, that's it, Liverpool fans. Sorry to give you a headache, but I'm really pissed off. I'm really annoyed with this result, you know. And I'm really frightened that it's going to be the beginning of us crumbling, falling away again, you know. So hopefully it doesn't happen and we continue winning games and we stay at the top of the league. But if we're not able to win it and we start falling away, then in May, that's the end for Klopp. I'm telling you, he should be gone, because even in this season when he's done so well up until now, and we've got the team up to the top of the league, and we're league leaders, and he can't get Liverpool over the line and win it, then that means that he's never going to win it. He's never going to have a better chance to win it, man, this season. If he can't do it this season, then he's never going to do it. Not next season, not the season after that, not the season after that. You know, if he was going to be here for 5 or 6 years, it's nearly the end anyway. He's only got like a year left with his contract. And with the constant setbacks and the constant losing of finals, the constant not able to get over the line, situations that keep occurring, he's going to lose faith in the team. He's going to lose faith in his own ability as a manager. He's not going to have any enthusiasm left for the team anymore, man. But it's his own fault at the end of the day. He keeps playing the wrong players in the wrong games. If you had, you know, if you use your mind, if you use your brain, Klopp, then you should instantly know that the midfield needed to be Fabinho, Keita and Shaqiri against Man City, man. We would have absolutely destroyed them in midfield. We would have run rings around them, you know, and we would have created many more chances because the passing was off from Liverpool yesterday. That's what I'm saying. Even Mane's touch yesterday was poor. Roberto Firmino was not in the game as well. He scored the goal, but in general, he wasn't in the game. Salah did a couple of good things, but apart from that, he wasn't in the game. It falls down to the midfield. The midfield was not good enough, not passing good balls into them, providing them with good service to create chances to do something. Anyway, that's the end of the video, Liverpool fans. Please like, subscribe, share the video, make your comments in the comment section below, and we go on to Brighton, or we go on to Wolves in the FA Cup. I don't give a damn about the FA Cup, man. I want the Premier League title. If we win the FA Cup, you know, we get through to the next round, that's a bonus. But it's going to be more games for Liverpool. And more games means that we will have more headaches, basically. We will have more injuries. We will have more fatigue. It's going to be tough for us to carry on for the entire season like this. So anyway, do what they want. I don't care anymore. Do what you want, Liverpool. If you're good enough, go on and win the league. If you're not good enough, do something in the FA Cup. If you can't do anything in that, do something in the Champions League. But we've seen it so many times before. You know, we could end up losing everything. We can't trust this team, man. We can't have full confidence in them to actually win something. Because it's happened to us in the past so many times. The disasters, the setbacks. How can we trust them anymore? You tell me, as fellow Liverpool fans. Tell me, you know, how can we trust Klopp anymore to pick the right team for the right occasion? Because he can't do it, man. He says to us in the press conference that he's going to keep doing the same things, keep playing the same way as we are, and then he completely changes the midfield for the most important game of the season. So is he in a state of delirium before games? Does he, you know, when he thinks about the game, does he lose his mind or something? That's what it seems like to me. And then he's out partying before the game. And everyone's saying that, look at our manager, how cool he is. What did I say on Twitter? I put out a tweet saying that our manager should not be celebrating before a major game against Manchester City because it will come back to bite him. What happened in the end? We lost the game. And what happens? You look like a complete and utter idiot. You look like a, you know, you look like a circus act, basically, because you're celebrating too early, man. You should have done something in the Man City game, then you can celebrate. When you have a 10-point lead, that finishes the opponent. That would have demoralised them completely. They would have been out of it, finished. And then we go on to win it. But now we don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. It could stay in our hands. It could go towards them. The momentum could swing towards them. Anything could happen. Anything's possible with Liverpool. We've seen it over the years. Anyway, good luck to the Reds for the rest of the season. They're my team. They've always been my team, Liverpool. But I can't do it anymore, man. If we don't win it this season, if we're not able to finish it and win the league this season, I will hand in my resignation as a Liverpool fan. I can't do it anymore. I can't take the constant setbacks, man. The heartbreaks. I can't do it anymore. It's not worth it, for my health, for myself as a human being. It's not worth it to follow this team anymore because we keep saying that we're a big team, we're a massive team, we have great history, but we haven't won anything, man, for 28 years. We haven't won the league. 29 years it's going to be in May. So how can we keep saying this shit every season? It's not good enough just saying it anymore. We need to do it. We need to prove it. Anyway, stand to the team, to the squad, to prove us wrong and to go out with the mentality, all right, we lost the Man City game, but from now on, we go again. We win all the games and we go and finish the title. We win it. If you're strong characters, if you're mentally strong, you're winners, you will go on to do it. You will prove it. But if you're weak and you're feeble and you crumble at the bit of pressure that you're put under, then you're not going to do it, are you? You're not going to achieve it. So we will see anyway what's going to happen. Anyway, Liverpool fans, take care of yourselves. And we go into the FA Cup match against Wolves on a Monday. I don't care. If we win it, we win it. If we don't win it, we get knocked out. Better for us. We can have a rest before the league games. So see you later. And God bless. Hopefully we beat Brighton and we stay at the top of the league for a few more weeks and see what happens. See you later on.